After crossing the River Wyre from Knott's End by ferry late yesterday afternoon, I caught the next ferry back and drove the van over to Fleetwood. I was pleasantly surprised to learn that the local council here encouraged free parking for camper vans of all shapes and sizes. The logistics today would be very easy. The tram service will give me an opportunity to walk as far as possible to get back to Fleetwood easily. Today I can clock up some easy miles walking on promenades throughout with lots of tea and food stops. This is Edwina, and she owns a little cafe right on the seafront, and it's Sunday morning, it's only about 7:30, and she's open, and that's absolutely fabulous. So she's making me a balm cake and a brew, and she's going to recharge my batteries. How long have you been here then, Edwina? Have you been
20 years.
Do you think you'll like it?
Love it.
No, it's a nice part of the world, this, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
And the weather's been brilliant, hasn't it?
Been beautiful for 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Well, the best of luck to you. Thank you very much for charging my batteries.
Thank you, and you enjoy your walk.
Cheers, thank you.
I don't envy you, like. Well, it's now 9:30 on Sunday the 10th, and I've been walking for around about an hour and a half and just having a breather. I've managed to get to the turning point now. I've been walking west along the north sort of beach of Fleetwood, and now I'm turning to the left, which means I'm turning south, and I'm heading directly for Blackpool. Seem to have quite a lot of energy today, and I'm keen to get a good walk in. The weather's the usual good weather. It's bright and sunny, nice and warm, perfect conditions, and it's going to get very hot today, which is why I started early. I'd rather get the walk done when it's a little bit cooler than doing it in the mid-afternoon. So one of the good things about staying in Fleetwood is the council turn a blind eye to wild camping by camper vans, which means I got parked up right next to the ferry which I caught last night to get across, and I'll be catching a tram which stops more or less 200 yards away from where I'm parked, which is a result. And I've got no idea how far I'm going to get today. I'm not going to be ambitious and say Southport, but you never know. I'm walking well, I'm feeling good, and I'm going to have a go at it. Well, it's 10 o'clock now. I've done about 7 miles, I think. it's warming up. It's really nice to see loads of people around. Just past a vintage car exhibition, for the want of a better word. Loads of people, interesting to see families and stuff like that this time in the morning. I can see Blackpool Tower in the distance. It's probably about 4 or 5 miles away, and I should make that quite easily. Then I'll think about what I'm going to do from there. But I'm ready for a cup of tea. I'm going to duck into the next cafe and enjoy a nice cuppa and a break. Right, well it's 12:30 and I'm just past the Blackpool Tower and I'm heading down. I did say earlier to Southport, I think that would be impossible. I'm actually going to Lytham St Anne's, and the reason I want to complete this walk today, even though Lytham St Anne's is only 7 miles away, is that that's where the trams stop, and I can get on a tram from there all the way back to Fleetwood Ferry, and that would be easy. And the main reason I want to do this is I know it's Sunday today and the weather's absolutely beautiful, and so there's an awful lot of people here, but I don't want to be anywhere near Blackpool in terms of trying to find a parking space, and I don't particularly like the place anyway, if I'm to be honest. I'm filming the holiday makers or the day trippers or whatever they are, just having a good time, and you wouldn't be able to come to Blackpool without filming some of the atmosphere, and it is very nice to see all these people. Here's an illustration of the good weather we've been having. We haven't had rain on the west coast, well, certainly since I've been on it. Certainly enough to keep the grass watered. Just look at this. Nicely cut, but completely and utterly dead. I've eventually made it to Preston. It's been a long walk actually, I'm quite tired. Walking on a dual carriageway for about 3.5 miles, even though it's only an hour. It's very uncomfortable. I've reached the Preston dock. I'm not quite sure where the River Ribble comes into it, but this is a huge area. And obviously there's been lots of industry at some point, and they've completely refurbished it and built some very nice sort of typical sort of quayside apartments, which seem to go hand in hand with this kind of thing these days. I should only be about a mile from the bus station according to my computer, my iPhone should I say, and then I've got to get a train back to Lytham St Anne's, or I'm told with good authority that I can get on a number 68 bus and it'll take me to the same place at Stargate at the south end of Blackpool and the north end of Lytham. But it hasn't been a particularly good day. It's been cloudy all day, good for walking, but a little bit breezy at times. So all I need to do now is find my way back, and I fancy a couple of beers tonight, so that should sort me out. It's just after 1:30 on Thursday afternoon, and I'm making my way along Lancaster Street, which at one time I assume would have been the A6, but it's all pedestrianised now. And I've parked the van up very close to the railway station, and I'm making my way now to the road which takes me out to Tarleton. I've just checked up on my map, and it's 10 miles exactly, and they say it's going to take me 3 hours and 12 minutes to walk there, which suits me. I think that's pretty good for an afternoon walk. It's surprising how quickly the cloud cleared and the wind has dropped, definitely more or less bang on time with the prediction from the BBC weather forecast, which has kind of restored my faith in it. So if I get to Tarleton, it's going to be probably 3-4 in the afternoon, and then I've got to get the bus back here and then back out again. So it's going to be quite a long day. I reckon it'll all be over with a bit of luck by about 6 o'clock. And then tomorrow I'll see what's happening with my daughter as to whether we are actually camping, because there is a very, very bad weather forecast, and it's torrential rain all day Saturday, whereas Sunday is a nice forecast. So I'll wait to hear from her to see exactly what's going to happen, and there might be a change of plan. So here we go. Well, it's incredible how the weather's changed. An hour and a half ago it looked as if it was going to pour down, and it was thick cloud and a gale force wind of around about 40 to 50 miles an hour. Now there's not a cloud in the sky, and it's up to about 20 degrees. But I've got to say that this really is going to be a boring walk, and there's absolutely nothing to show you apart from a dual carriageway, more or less all the way. And so what I'm going to do is, I don't know quite how to do this, but I'm going to cut this down, because this is not good viewing. You've got better things to do than watch me walking along a dual carriageway. So I'm going to make a bit of a précis of this, and I'm going to be walking for I've got about another 6 miles to go. Actually, I'm quite a long way out of Preston now. Well, it's 4 o'clock and I'm just walking into Tarleton, and it's turned out quite nice actually. There's not a cloud in the sky, but there's a bit of a chilling wind. The wind has dropped remarkably from what it was this morning, and I didn't enjoy the walk at all. It's hard work just pacing it out on dual carriageways. I used to do a lot of that in Grimsby when I was getting myself fit, and now I'm just going to have a look around the village. I did consider maybe trying to make Southport, but it's another 10 miles, so that means I would have walked 20 miles today, and I don't really feel the need, and I'll do that in the morning, and then I can set off. When I get to Southport, I can drive over to Ramsbottom to meet Sam and the grandkids. And I remember coming to Tarleton many years ago. I used to have a colleague who was my sales manager, a fellow called Jack Holden, who used to live in Hesketh Bank, which is about 2 miles from here. I remember then thinking, what a lovely village, and some very nice pubs here, so I might have a look later on.
That's it, and then well done. And then be careful because the fat will be hot. I'm going to jump out. Well done. Perfect. Okay, so the last sausages, so everybody's got an extra one.
Or maybe do that when we finish.
Oh yeah, we can maybe do that, yeah, actually, maybe do that.
You can't beat a nice Sunday breakfast. It's always better on a Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, always. How are you doing? The last sausages, so everybody's got an extra one.
Or maybe do that when we finish.
Oh yeah, we can maybe do that, yeah, actually, maybe do that.
So what's this then, Elsa, you've got here? Is it for me?
It's his Father's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much, Sam. That's wonderful. It's Father's Day. I thought it was last weekend.
And you were thinking that nobody cared?
Yes. To Grandad.
He wants some more.
Right, it's Sunday the 17th of June and it's Father's Day, which is one reason I'm here, but we're in Ramsbottom and this is Rick, Ilse and Sam. Sam, it's been lovely being here. Have you enjoyed our get together?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been really nice. The weather's not been amazing, but we've had some sunny spells and done a bit of kite flying and a bit of beer drinking and tea drinking and eating. So yeah, it's been lovely. Really, really nice. Nice to see you.
And you've got stuck into cleaning this. You've got a mildew problem, Rick. And is it going to be a success then? You know, getting rid of it and stuff.
I think so. Once I get a bit more time to wet the entire canvas and clean it, yeah. So I know what I'm doing now.
So what plans have you got for the summer then? With your tent?
Where are we going?
We're going to France when we're going camping.
Right.
Yeah.
Will it be the first time you've been to France then? Have you been to France before?
I don't know.
You haven't been to France before, I don't think. You've never been to France.
Max has.
Max has been to
Right.
France, yeah.
Well, it's been absolutely wonderful, and thank you very much for inviting me over. And it's made a really nice 3-day break for me, and I can go and get stuck into some serious walking again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see you again on my 70th birthday in
about 6 weeks now.
6 weeks, yeah.
6 weeks thereabouts, yeah.
So Llandudno is the target.
That's where we're going to meet up. Yeah. So that'll be another beer drinking, tea drinking, barbecue eating expedition, I think.
Yeah, more of the same.
Yeah.
Once again, thanks a lot. It's been lovely seeing you both, and thanks for your hospitality and all the really nice food and And Ilse cooked the breakfast this morning,
She
which
did,
was
yeah.
really nice.
It was lovely. Her first full cooked breakfast, so we'll be getting her to do loads more of them.
And so the one question is Max is missing. Where's Max?
So Max is at Cub Camp, about 15 minutes up the road, so he's been there for the last 2 nights, so he'll probably be full of sweets, full of adventures, but probably really tired as well, I reckon. So yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, thank you very much, and as I say, thanks again. It's been brilliant.
Okay, no problem. Nice to have you. All
Thank
right,
you.
take care, Dad.
Bye. Bye.